Hello, dear lovely Leos. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a peek in general, looking at your yearly tarot predictions for 2025. All right, Leo. So just remember, these are predictions. Go ahead and check out my video from 2024 and see how your 2024 went in comparison to what I predicted. So I'll go ahead and actually link that video as well in the description of this video so that you guys can kind of see if I know what I'm talking about or not. So I'd like some insight on that. So please remember to comment, like, subscribe if any of this resonates with you. I would greatly appreciate that. All right. And so, Leo, we are going into a year number 9 numerically. Like, what that really insinuates is this is a time where our dreams can either go bust or boom, right? This is a time to really apply the resilience that we've instilled in ourselves to really like just keep moving forward. Okay. Nines, when you talk about numerically, are not necessarily completion. It's like almost that finish line, right? It's just needing to like touch up the small little things, right, in order for us to get to that next chapter or that next goal, that next objective, right? So this is a great time to really hone into really what we want and what we specifically need to do to get to where we want, right? So that's kind of what a year 9 is for us collectively. We're just exiting a 2024, which is a year 8, right? And 8s are growth and expansion, abundance, right? So think about the ways and what was abundant in your life in 2024. What did you receive in excess of, right? All of that is going to show that 8, right? Like think about all the things that you've been blessed with during this particular year. All right. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. We are using a new deck that I just acquired. This is the Zodiac Tarot. So we'll be pulling messages for you, dear Leo, from that. And then we're going to close the reading out with one card from the Eternal Crystals Oracle. And this is just looking at a particular crystal that perhaps you can utilize that's going to go with the theme of your reading that will be helpful for you to start the year using in some way. Okay, let's get started. So Leo, we are first looking at, for the Leos that I am connecting to, let's go ahead and look at what you need to release in 2024. So that's going to be limiting beliefs, bad relationships, that bad job, whatever. Like it's all of the things that are no longer really serving you, and it's a good idea for you to let it go. All right. So, what does Leo need to release in 2024? I knew that was going to come out. Oh, Leo. Leo, don't worry, it's happening. Okay. First thing that came out was this 9 of Swords. You have been incredibly like anxious and stressed about like, will I ever King of Pentacles, will I ever receive the abundance that I want? It's wanting to have it like yesterday. Okay. And it's like you're stressed, you're putting in the hard work, right? And this is just like not really seeing things come to fruition. I feel like there's something about your finances perhaps, or your long-term objectivity of like where you want to be on a resource level, that in 2024 you have really kind of panicked and worried about. You're really, really worried about your money. And there's been perhaps some disappointing setbacks as well. Or when that 5 of Cups comes out, this could indicate that you have been kind of negatively thinking about your money, and not necessarily what you deserve, but just like what you have, and not seeing the benefits of what is created for you. But I'm feeling like you're disappointed by the limitations in some way. Okay. And I feel that you got this Wheel of Fortune. It's time to really be able to change this fortune, and for you to feel that you're more in control of where you want to go in your life on a resource level. What are your financial goals, your career objectives? I think have been something you've been really stressed this year about, and looking for that break, that opportunity, that new idea to kind of come into your life. And I feel like you've been a little disappointed and upset with just what has not happened for you yet. Okay. But this Wheel of Fortune lets me know that fortune is definitely like in cycles, right? We have our cycles of when we're fortunate and not. And if you had a year where you just did not see the fortune, this is asking you to lay that to rest and to not carry that, not to carry that particular feeling with you in 2025, because this is in the position of what needs to be let go or released. Okay, so let go of this worry about like when you're going to get to do all of these things that you want to do. Okay, you're on the universe's God, whatever, you're on that time. Okay, and nothing is going to escape you that is not meant for you, and that's something that you have to have that surety in. And sometimes as a fixed sign, Leos are more prone to have a very fixed fire energy where it's like you can constantly be giving and giving and giving, but you get burnt out too. And you want to be able to see the results of what you really what you really like are looking for, but you've got to like understand the phases and the steps that are required for you to get there first. Okay, and just because you don't see an immediate uptick in success overnight doesn't mean that it's not on the way, and doesn't mean that it's not meant for you. Okay, but there could be some delay to it. Okay, so let go of that worry in 2024. Now let's move on to what new energy is approaching in 2025. What new energy is approaching for Leo in 2025? Show me. Ooh, it's a lot of stuff, huh? Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. This has been a card that's been coming out for a lot of people, and that is financial difficulties. Our economy is not like, there's stuff going on here, Leo, for you. Energy that's approaching. You've got this Four of Swords. Okay, so there is going to be lots of opportunity for you to really take a time out, relax, chill, and meditate and contemplate about what you really want to do. I feel like your intuitive powers are extremely strong at this time. This is a great time to really trust yourself, to really trust your gut. And I feel like this is a time where you really need to be spending some serious time in meditation, like retreat. Take those moments that you have alone and solitude to really make a very active, intuitive world for yourself. Okay. I'm also seeing this Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is not, I don't really like this. Five of Pentacles is that feeling of lack. It's not having enough, right? It's not having enough money, not having enough support. And just feeling like something is lacking, right? And this has been something that's been coming out for all in some position. This Five of Pentacles has haunted this every reading I've had, right? So this really signifies, and we're thinking about this on a collective level. There are just a lot of economic. I mean, I'm in the United States, and it's in one of the more expensive states to live that a lot of people are moving to, and it's expensive to live, to exist, and I wouldn't be able to do it without the support system I have, um, honestly, and I hope that I could also be a support system to other people as well, but it's just hard, especially when it comes to like our finances around this time. So a lot of us are going to be experiencing fluctuations in that, and sometimes even lack, and us having to sacrifice some things, right? Some of us are going to be blessed, but some of us are going to have to make some important decisions when it comes to our money. And then the last thing that I got was energy approaching. This is Two of Cups. So if you have not met somebody, I feel like there are very strong leanings to a soulmate partnership kind of entering your life, a relationship kind of coming. If it's not necessarily that, it is. So there's a great possibility for meeting your soulmate around this time as well. Okay. And I feel like that could be something that's something you want, that could be manifested in your meditative state. Let's look into, how do you stay grounded? How does Leo stay grounded in 2025 and not get distracted? How does Leo stay in their purpose in 2025? Okay. Okay. You gotta move, Leo. You gotta move. You got two movement cards here. Knight of Swords. So this is about being really activating what's in your head. This is talking that talk and walking the walk. Okay. Do what you said you was gonna do. Don't be that shoulda, coulda, woulda, Leo. Be that action taker, Leo. And then you got that Knight of Wands too. So these kind of really play off of each other. And this is really going towards like your thoughts, but your thoughts also align with strongly with your desires as a fire sign. When I think about all of the signs and their elements, in when you talk about the desire, like water signs desire something from an emotional level, right? Air signs desire things from a mental level, like it's like they really think it and want it. And for fire wants it because it's like it's fire, it's that passion, it's that prowess that you have, right? And it's wanting it for that. It's wanting it for that feeling of like, like I did that, right? So um you can stay grounded. So this is in your grounding position. Your grounding position is really going to be you really staying active on what your goals are, okay? And I don't know if maybe some of you are trying to have kids, because I think the Six of Cups, honestly, I think it's like a kid. There's even a little baby in there, right? Nostalgia, this is innocence. But this is also people from your past as well. And it says like how you stay grounded. So this could be you being purposeful about children around you, or Six of Cups is also just making sure that you stay in an innocent type frame, right? Don't be too cynical or sarcastic around this period of time, because what you could do is get yourself, remember in that initial energy you have that Nine of Swords, you could get yourself in that energy where you're stressed and worried and concerned, and then you start blocking your blessings with all of this self-doubt. So making sure that you keep an innocence to how you think about what is possible, I think is really going to help you to like move things that you want to do, right? Goals and plans, like things that you've been thinking about and that you're passionate about, bringing those forward. Okay. And I think you got to have like a childlike innocence is kind of what I'm gathering from that in regards to that. Hope that makes sense. Let's see what support is available for Leo in 2025. What support is available for Leo in 2025? What support is available? Okay. Leo, this is so. You've got the Nine of Cups. Now I'm getting like, there's a theme here about solitude, but it's like joy in solitude, right? Because Nine of Cups is about like your wishes coming true. This could be improvement in your health, some material gain in some way, like being like really proud of yourself, right? And so I feel like once you start, if you have a mission, even if it's like, hey, I want to lose like 20 pounds and you kill it, that just fires you up to like do more. Like, oh, I want to save this amount of money and go here. Like, it's just you really being proud of like the achievements, things that you've been able to really tackle. And I think you're tackling it. Remember, we're talking about this action part. You get to tackle some objectives and some goals that you have. And I think it makes you feel really proud. It makes you feel really good. You start being in this planning mode, right? This Two of Wands is a new project. This is like, I need the inspiration. This is like the urge and the necessity to create something, right? When you have that Two of Wands. And then you got the Star. Your ideas get loftier and loftier and higher and higher. But remember to keep that innocence. Remember to believe that it's all possible. You can have what you want. You just need a plan and a practical plan for how to get it. Okay. So I'm seeing you really take apart, like as you're meditating and you have this inner knowing, right, with this High Priestess. And I'm really seeing you just being like, okay, I have this. Thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, whomever. But I want more, right? And this is a conversation you're having with yourself. And then you start putting some things in plan in this year, and you start being able to see some results, and it makes you very, very excited. And then you start like, okay, like now you're on a roll, right? This is what I'm getting. And the ideas just get bigger and bigger. Okay. But in order for you to do that, you've got to make sure that you don't step back, right, into this fear mindset, this anxiety, nervous mindset, this what if I don't mindset. Okay. It's hard. It's easier said than done, but it's something that you have to be consciously putting into action to really be able to like manifest this to its highest ability. Okay. I'm feeling this message. So, what is the message from the universe overall for Leo in 2025? What message does the universe want to give Leo in 2025? This one was first. Okay. Okay. Leo, this is the message. The universe wants you to know that the worst thing you could have possibly gone through is over. Because you got this Ten of Swords. Now, this is an ending to an incredibly painful situation, but it's ending and you're never going to have to go through that again. Okay. So if you're in a mindset where you're like, oh my God, I went through this hard time, and maybe you have a trauma response of, um, just like going back to that negative, well, what if this happens to me again? Or what if it's even worse than that time? No, you've already experienced that. It's happened. The worst thing that's possibly happened to you has already happened. Okay. Um, the universe wants you to be curious about the world around you, to seek more information, more knowledge, more. And this, I'm also getting, like I said, there's something about you being more of like childlike in some way. We're having that childlike, inquisitive nature and not being so settled in the disappointments in life, right? This is a time not for you to like forget about disappointing times and heartbreak and the tough lessons, but it's a time for you to like, okay, that happened. And now I need to do the work to get over that. Okay. And it's like the work that you put in, because your last card here is the Justice. So it's the work that you put in, it's going to be of equal proportion. You get justice as all of it's karmic. You put in the work, you get what you receive. Okay. So this is all about like understanding ma'at, right? Understanding the balance of life, and that what you can see is an injustice, or something that's not fair, or you're just like, why is life like this, is just because it just is. But it doesn't mean just because you can't see or rationalize what's happening in the scheme of things, because you don't see time forever, right? Doesn't mean that it is not happening for you. Okay. And that you just need to be like open to understanding that, and also open to understanding that what you give is what you get, right? So put in the hard work, put in the passion, the desire, approach it with um approach it in an innocent nature, and I think that you'll get what you desire in many ways. Okay, so let's just go ahead and pull a crystal for our Leos. Ooh. So Leo, your crystal that's going to be beneficial for you is Seraphinite. Seraphinite. So this is about honesty. It activates your heart and your third eye chakra. So I'm going to just read this card to you before we go. All right, Seraphinite. It's time for you to be honest with yourself. Take time to identify the changes that you need to make in your life so that you can feel fulfilled and happy. Focus on healing yourself by being completely honest with yourself. What do you need to do to feel completely happy and healthy? Once you have been honest with yourself and you have identified what it is that you do and don't want in your life, you can then make changes. During this process of change, listen to your heart, stay true to yourself. Be wary of accepting other people's agendas or other people's advice at this time. Be sure to surround yourself with people you can trust, because some people come from a place of ego or self service. Too many people's viewpoints can cloud your judgment. Be true to you. You can also ask your angels and spirit guides for help. They will send you the answers. Pay attention to any signs or messages they send to you. Trust in what you see, sense, hear, and feel. Seraphinite is a beautiful healing crystal which aids in angelic communication. It is associated with your heart and third eye chakra. And I knew you'd get something with the third eye chakra, because I feel like this year you're going to be really trusting in yourself and believing in yourself a lot more than you have, right? Your gut is very strong, and you really empower that through meditation. Okay. Anyway, dear Leo, that was the brief of what I predict for you for 2025. I hope this was helpful to anyone who listened to this message in its entirety. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. And please comment, like, subscribe, all of that good jazz. And I do offer personal readings. You can find more information in the link below. Okay. Have a great day and Happy New Year, Leo. Love you.